Good morning, Flint Hill family. Miss Bates here again today. Hope your morning has started off in the right direction. I got just a few things to talk to you about today, but I got some great shows built in for you. First thing I want to talk to you today about is the weather. Today's weather is going to be cloudy with a high of 71 degrees and a low of 60 degrees. And I cannot believe no one called me out yesterday because I forgot the weather. I don't even believe Miss Ellis didn't call me out because she's always a stickler about the weather on our morning show. So I thought that was pretty funny. But anyway, we're going to get this off in the right direction. So if you would please stand. We're going to do our pledge, and we're going to pay respect to our country with the anthem "America the Beautiful." If you will please stand. Attention, salute, and pledge. Thank you very much, and you may be seated. If I seem a little off today, I don't know why. I just can't really get it together today on the morning show. I think I know why, but it's a secret. And if you tell Dr. DiNardo, I'm going to be very upset. You know, she's a stickler about time, and she wants us at school no later than 6:50 in the morning. And my clock is kind of built in that way. But for some reason, last night, I was not able to sleep, and I was up planning another little virtual field trip for you guys. And so I didn't really lay back down until very early into the morning, and I guess I overslept. So don't tell Dr. DiNardo, because she doesn't like that kind of stuff, and everyone at Flint Hill knows that. So what I want to talk to you today about before we get into our stories is a couple of updates on some things that I feel is very important, not only for the students, but the staff. The first thing I want to talk about is yesterday I made a direct link from the COVID-19 instructional plan on our website to go directly to Canvas. So if you're having parents that are having a hard time finding the Canvas link, it is a direct link now. I placed that on the COVID-19 page right below the tutorial that I made yesterday, explaining exactly how to use Canvas and how to access it if you were a student or teacher. So I hope that helps out teachers. If it doesn't help out getting more of your students online to Canvas, please let me know. The next thing I want to talk about is I've got some huge shout outs. Yesterday, we made packets to be sent back home for the week, and they were placed outside of the front doors at Flint Hill. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone that was involved in that, from the teachers that made them, to the ones that made the copies, to the ones that packeted them, just everything. People that helped with the snack bags for the students. Thank you, thank you. We're doing a great job for our students, and I look forward to doing that again for the coming week. The next thing I want to talk to you about is Miss McKnight's Zoom dates are posted on the Flint Hill website. They are under the COVID-19 also, and you'd find those on the left side. And if you'd like to join when your grade level is on with Miss McKnight, please do that. I think those are, from what I'm hearing, they're pretty fun activities. I want to give a huge shout out to Dr. Price's class. They are loving Zoom. If she keeps on, I believe she'll probably have almost her whole class on Zoom before too long. So I want to give a huge shout out to Dr. Price for loving her kids and for doing this. Great job to Mariah, Mackenzie, Amaria, Kamari, Marley, Rylan, Cheyenne, Nikeria, and LaShannon. Good job, guys, for keeping up and doing your best while we're out of school. Another huge shout out. Now, boys and girls, you might not think this is too much of a shout out, but let me tell you, yesterday we had our first Zoom faculty meeting. And do you know we had 100 people, and that's the max that can go on? So, that means that we all met. Everyone is doing well. We're talking about how we can better serve you. We're talking about the things that have been done, what we might do differently. Everyone misses you again. Like I said, we're just, we're really saddened that this is taking place and we're not there with you. But boys and girls, just know that everyone was well, and we're thinking about you, and we're continuing to try to come up with things to help you during this time. Also, Miss Campbell's class was on Zoom yesterday, and I saw where Blair Rebholz was able to get onto Zoom with her class, and it looked like she was very much so enjoying it from the picture that I saw. So that was a great job. Thanks, Blair. Teachers, if your class is Zooming, if you have them all together, they want to see each other. They do. They want to see each other, and we're hoping that this is a way on the website, on the news show, that they can do that. Snap me a picture of your screen. Text it to me, email it to me. Let me put them up here. Let me shout out for them. That's what we need to do. I mean, because they're putting the extra effort and being involved in trying to stay up with their schoolwork. So that being said, we have another surprise. It's my understanding that there's going to be a few parades around the Oxford-Covington area, and that is going to take place on Friday. Originally, I think we were going to do that on Wednesday, but I was told by Dr. DiNardo this morning that that is being changed to Friday. So, boys and girls, in certain neighborhoods, and I'll let you know what those neighborhoods are throughout the week, you're going to have a parade in your neighborhood, and you don't ever know who's going to show up. So, be on the lookout for that. That's something exciting coming up. Now, what I want to do is I want to get to our story for the day. Everyone knows Miss Christopher. She's our art teacher at Flint Hill. And Miss Christopher reached out to me and said, I'd really like to read a book for the kids, one that I can integrate some art lesson in. And I said, send it to me. I said, we're wanting to be there for all areas of their education. So I'm going to turn this over to Miss Christopher, and I hope you enjoy her book.
Hey guys, Flint Hill's one and only art teacher, Mrs. Christopher, here to read Giraffes Can't Dance. My second graders, they already know this story very well. We did a beautiful, beautiful project pairing Giraffes Can't Dance with Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. And I paired those two together because Vincent van Gogh was one of the first artists to show movement in his paintings. It's a beautiful painting. Y'all look that thing up. Giraffes Can't Dance. Oh yeah, who's it by? Giles Andre and Guy Parker Reese. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim. His knees were awfully crooked, and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at his knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. Jungle dance. And this very year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. The 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." We don't make fun of people. These animals, they're getting a little out of control on this, but they'll learn. You don't make fun of people. Gerald simply froze up. He rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. Never ever believe what other people say about you." So he crept off from the dance floor, and he started walking home. He never felt so sad alone before, so sad and so alone. Here's another way that Gerald is a lot like Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh only sold one painting while he was alive. Now, $2.4 million might get you one of them. He didn't listen to all the critics who told him he couldn't paint. He painted his own style, and he was true to himself. Then he found a little clearing, and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. "But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze." So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing around. Here's the movement. There we go. He threw his arms out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. "I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I'm dancing," Gerald cried. He found his own music, not listening to what other people were saying about himself. That's wonderful. Then, one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched them quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We can all dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." It's a good book about being your own person, listening to your inner voice that can be positive, but you've got to think through those things for yourself. You can't listen to what other people say. Just look up and see me go Starry Night. You'll see.
Thank you, Miss Christopher. That was very special, and I'm sure all the boys and girls and staff and viewers are going to enjoy that. So thank you very much for doing that. She has also already sent me another link that we'll be playing later on. Just wanted to let you know that. And anyone else that would like to participate in sending me something that you think the kids might be interested in, please do so. Flint Hill family, this is for the children, this is for the adults, this is for their grandparents, this is for their parents, this is for our community to show that Flint Hill is behind their students and that we go that extra mile every single day for our students because we are the best at Flint Hill. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to pause for a moment of silent reflection. And if you will, please pause and give us just a little bit of time to think about how you can be the very best that you can be and how you can make a positive impact on our school and community. Thank you, boys and girls. Now I have a very special treat for you, okay? This is another one of your Flint Hill teachers, and he's going to be in a, I don't know how to really put this. You're going to see him in a different light, I think. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. I'm going to end the video here with me. I want to say I hope you have a great day. I hope that you're working hard. Again, if there is anything we can do for you here at Flint Hill, please let us know. You know how to get in touch with us through email. You may even have some of your teachers' direct phone numbers. Just let us know what we can do to help you during this time of remote learning. Again, I hope you have a great day. I will look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And I know you're going to enjoy this, and so I'm going to turn it over to our very own electric guitarist, Seth Sullivan, playing Quarantine Blues. And thank you, Mr. Sullivan, for doing this.